I was only a little girl when I was taught that good girls are best seen and not heard. I didn't know I was being prepared for a world where random builders and bottom men would cut coal freely, even when I was barely 9 years old. Ever since then, I occasionally feel a pair of rough hands grabbing my butt cheeks at the city square. And I have no say because these things just happen. Do not be dramatic, they say. And the minute I started bleeding, society dictated that I was unclean, that nature's blood moon made me impure. But how can a sign of normalcy be unclean? How can a sign of normalcy be unclean? See, my friend, she was only 13, her breasts the size of pancakes, when the man she trusted decided to pour semen into her, rip from her the innocence we strive to keep. And rape and defilement, they have changed in nature. It's no longer strangers. It's the men we call fathers, brothers, uncles, friends we seek companionship from. And the sight of a child raising another child has become so normal. But what kind of world do we live in? See, my boyfriend, he calls me sweet. He calls me a cupcake. He calls me a goddess on earth, but seconds later he'd be shoving his manhood in my mouth. And he pays the bills. That's approximately a plate of plain chips. I must not complain because these things a man just needs, and boys will be boys, a man is still a man. Mama said good girls are best seen and not heard. And I feel that because in every assault case, the officers are quick to ask, what were you wearing? Why did you provoke him? Did you suggest otherwise? So I ask you, when did we become the gatekeepers of your self-control? When did we become the gatekeepers of your self-control? And a dress means pretty and not powerful. The respect will come when you become Mrs. Somebody. When do we get to define our own destiny? When do we get to dream outside the preset standards of society? When do we get to speak and not be branded too loud? And when do we get to define our own destiny? When do we get to be treated beyond the other gender and the inferior human beings? When do our voices get heard? When do our voices get heard? And I know we like to pretend that the Me Too hashtags have done some good and that the little affirmative actions have equalized grounds, but 1.5 points will not give parents to that girl in the village. 1.5 points will not reduce the rate of teenage pregnancy. 1.5 points will not protect me from being branded too loose for saying yes and too uptight for saying no. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to tear down every stage of oppression. We are going to serve ourselves first. We are going to do absolutely everything to save our girls, because these are conversations that must be heard, and we must speak now.